Hey you guys, I'm so excited to do this video because I feel like it's gonna help somebody. And so let me tell you a little bit about myself real quick. I'm a wellness lifestyle coach. If you guys hear a bunch of banging and jumping, that's my kids in the background. Hold on a second. Okay, I had to hit mom mode for a quick sec. Okay, so I'm back. Okay, so this video is going to be good, you guys. It's going to be fuego. What does fuego mean? It's fire in Spanish. Let me tell you guys a story about that real quick. So I'm that bad mom that knows Spanish but doesn't speak Spanish to their kids. And so my oldest daughter was like, Mom, I want you to teach me Spanish. And I was like, okay, what do you want to learn? And then I was like, I'll teach you fire. I'm like, it's fuego. I'm like, so every time I say fuego, you know what that means. So anyways, so now you guys know what it means too. I had a bad day yesterday, you guys. One of my objectives as being a lifestyle coach or wellness coach is to just be real and be authentic. And for such a long time, I've struggled with that. And I didn't know how to get onto camera and just tell you guys real life. And so if I want to be a lifestyle coach, I have to be willing and vulnerable to be real. And sometimes I don't know why that can be such a hard thing to do, but I feel like I have connected the most with women, especially who have shared their struggles with me and other people. And I was able to connect with them that way. And so that I know is going to be the key for me to connect with you guys. So I'm going to share a little bit of my struggles, and I hope that you guys can relate. And I'm also going to share self-care tips that I do during hard times. And I hope that you guys take one or two or maybe all of them. So anyways, I had a really bad day yesterday. My husband and I got into an argument/disagreement, and it got pretty heated, and I got really emotional. And actually I got really emotional. And I actually let it ruin my day yesterday. I got dressed, I got ready. I was actually going to do videos yesterday, but then it went south. And so I was like, it was a bad day. I was emotional. I was crying. I was feeling bad for myself. At one point I was like, Lorena, you're 33, right? Yeah, I'm 33. Get your life together. And I couldn't, for the life of me. I was like, no, I feel terrible. I'm crying. I don't feel good, blah, 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 this and that. So just with that being said, I always talk about playing the story that you play in your head. So yesterday, the story that I was playing in my head was not a healthy story. It was not a good story. And it wasn't even facts. Some of it wasn't. And so at the end of the day, I had a headache, you guys. I had such a bad headache, and I took a leave, and I just wanted the day to be over, and I wanted to start over, and I couldn't wait for today. So I knew that today was going to be a good day because God is so good, and He gives us a new beginning. If we're blessed, we get to wake up and we get to start over and we get to do it again. We don't have to dwell in the misery of yesterday. So I'm going to give you guys 5 tips that help me that I use to help to take care of myself during hard and challenging times. And the past few years have been hard and challenging times. It has been so hard. And there were periods of time where I just didn't care about taking care of myself, and I just let myself go, and I had bad months. And so if you're at that place, don't stay there. It's okay. Don't feel bad for having a bad day. We all have bad days. We have bad weeks, bad months, sometimes bad years. And you know what? It's not the end of the world. There is always hope. So, tip number 1. Get some sleep and shut your mind off. That is something that I kept telling myself yesterday, the more I was thinking about the negative thoughts, the more I would feel bad, the more I would be miserable. I was like misery. The more I didn't feel good. So, and I know the power of our mind, and I know the power of the story that we tell ourselves. That's how we live our lives, according to the story that we're telling ourselves. So, yesterday I kept telling myself, shut your mind off, Lorna, shut your mind off. I had to remind myself like 2 or 3 times before I went to sleep. And I know it's hard. It can be hard to do that sometimes, but you have to get some sleep. You have to be able to, or at least try to shut your mind off, because it's important. We need our sleep. If we are sleep deprived, then today I would have woke up looking crazy. So anyways, so tip number 2. Wake up and get dressed, girl. It is so good to start over. I love the mornings. Because it's just, to me, I feel like the mornings are a fresh beginning. It's a do-over. We get to do it whatever we want. We get a fresh page. We get to write the book, the page, however, the chapter, however we want, the page, however you want to look at it. We get to just start over. So for me, when I wake up and I get dressed, I feel good about myself. So I got ready today. I was like, you know what? It's a beautiful day. I love it. I love my life. I love everybody in it. And what the heck? Let's go. So for me, maybe you don't feel like getting up and doing your hair or your makeup. Sometimes getting out of bed is a victory, you guys. Sometimes taking a shower is a victory. Sometimes brushing your teeth. You know, for me, if I brush my teeth that day, then I'm good to go. My day can start and I can talk to people so my breath don't be funky all in the face. So, as I couldn't catch my breath there. So you wake up, get dressed. Anything is a victory. And then I also stay home. So for me, that's huge, and it's a key to getting my day started. If I don't get dressed, and I don't have to put makeup or do my hair, but at least if I get dressed and I brush my teeth and I somewhat fix my hair, like pull it back even in a ponytail, I don't care. I stay at home with my babies. For me, if I do that, then I can get my day started. I don't know what it is, but I feel like I can go on about my day. Number 3, be physically active. Fitness has saved my life twice in the past 4 years. Yeah, 4.5 years. The first time I had lost one of my twins halfway through the pregnancy. And I was pretty depressed after, I don't know, within that next 6-7 months after losing her. And so I didn't know how to get out of it. I couldn't get out of the funk. I couldn't figure out what to do. And I went to a Zumba class, and oh my God, you guys, I felt alive again. I felt like I forgot about everything while I was there, and I danced. For me, fitness is just, I love it. But it really, it helped me come back to life, and that was exactly what I needed. It was good. So the second time fitness saved my life was just recently. And I'm actually doing a social media fast. So if you're trying to look for me on social media, I'm on Instagram, but I'm not. It's my 20th day of my social media. Is today the 20th? I think so. But it's my 20th day of my social media fast, and I needed to take this time away from social media because it was starting to consume my life. I woke up, I checked social media. Anyways, that's a different topic. So the second time that fitness saved my life was when, just recently, I'm in a blended family. My husband and I have kids from previous relationships. My daughters and him were having issues, and it brought issues between me and him. And if anybody out there is going through that, you know how hard it is to be in that situation because you love your husband and you love your kids and you just want to make everybody happy. So at that point, our marriage was pretty much like on the line. It was almost gonna be done, and I didn't know what to do. I was praying to God. I was journaling, which is one of my tips here in a second, but I started giving it my all to my fitness journey, you guys. I started making it a priority to get my fitness done. And when I finished my fitness session, I felt so empowered. I felt alive. I felt, because it releases all of those feel good chemicals in your brain. So I felt so good, and it felt so, um, it was like a getaway. And so it continues to be my getaway. It continues to be where I find my sanity. So you be physically active. I don't care if you don't go do a crazy workout. Just go for a 10-minute walk. It's amazing what fitness and physical activity will do for your brain, will do for your life, will do for your mental health. It's going to help you. Number 4, find something to look forward to. I know that when you're in that cloud of just feeling so down and depressed and you feel miserable, it's hard to break away from those thoughts, but you have to find something to look forward to. And for me today, it was my cup of coffee. I haven't had coffee in about 3 months, and I did that on purpose because I don't want to put anything in my body that doesn't need to be there. Coffee is just a plus. Like if you enjoy coffee, it's a good thing. For me, it's like a treat, I don't use it as a pre-workout. I don't use it to give me energy. I don't use it so that I can wake up in the mornings, because for me, I feel like there's just a natural way to do all of those things. So find something to look forward to. And for me, it was coffee this morning, and I didn't enjoy it as much as I thought I would, but the thought got me looking forward to today. It was one of the things that got me looking forward to today. I knew that I was going to get up and get ready. That got me looking forward to today. So find something to look forward to. Number 5, my last tip. Do something that brings you joy. Do something that fills you up inside with just so much peace, love, gratitude. I don't know what it is, but do something that brings you joy. For me, that's writing. I love to write. I love to express myself through writing. I love to journal. I love to write about the things that are bothering me. I like to, in that moment, I like to assess myself and my motives and my ways of being, and what am I doing wrong? How can I be a better person? I am so huge on, even if I've been blind to some things, sometimes it takes someone who loves you to tell you, hey, you're doing this and it's not okay and it's not right and it's not fair, blah, 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 whatever. You have to be willing to accept that constructive criticism. You have to, because when you're a good person, it's going to shine. You're going to be able to help yourself. You're going to be able to help others. I meant to say when you look within yourself, but I think when you're a good person, it goes either way. So, be a good person, look within, and it's going to help everybody around you. So those are my 5 tips, you guys. I have been practicing these, not all at the same time, but on and off. Right now I am practicing them at the same time, but there's been times here in the past few years where I would do some of these and not all of them, and I couldn't figure out why wasn't my life flowing together? Why couldn't I just get it? But I did. I finally got it. And even with the hard times here, you get through them. Something that I tell myself at times is this moment is good, because it is. This moment is always good. There's always hope. Your situation is not hopeless. It's not. The only way it'll be hopeless is if you allow it to be hopeless. You cannot allow yourself to drown in your own miserable thoughts. You can't. I did it yesterday. Happens to the best of us. But don't do it. It's not okay. So I love you guys. I always say that because I am here to connect with you guys. And I hope that no matter what kind of day you had yesterday, that you're able to start over today and just love yourself so much, and that sets the precedent for uh, how much other people will love you. If you love yourself, other people will love you. So that's it. I just cracked my neck. I love you guys, and I hope you guys have a beautiful day. Bye.